Number one on the hit parade's easy. It's Mike McCarthy. Did you know that Mike McCarthy, you would never know this. Did you know that Mike McCarthy went 12-5 last year? 12-5 puts you in the Hall of Fame. Winning your division, I know people poo-poo that. But let's be honest, when you win a game and you're the Dallas Cowboys and you beat the New York Giants, people say, oh man, it's a division game. It's a hell of a win. They won a division game. But then you go ahead and you win the division and everybody makes fun of you and goes, well, nobody cares about winning division. Let me ask a simple question. When's the last time there wasn't a hot seat in Dallas? When's the last time Jerry Jones and this squeeze that he puts on coaches has actually worked? He brought in Jimmy Johnson, right? He brought in Jimmy Johnson because it was his boy, and they since fell out over ego to the point where, if you saw this the other day, Jerry Jones actually said this. He actually said that Jimmy Johnson is sniveling to get in the Ring of Honor. And every quarterback and every coach since has been squeezed. The other day, what did Jerry Jones say? He said, look, if I didn't think Mike McCarthy could lead us to the Super Bowl, he wouldn't be the coach. We get that. But then you know what he said? And I have options. Has anybody ever doubted that Jerry Jones has options? No. But Jerry Jones needs you and he needs his coaches to know that he has options. I'm old enough to remember when Jason Garrett was on the sideline with the clipboard in front of him, and he was the guy that Jerry Jones died for, wanted, continued to think was going to be his coach. Guess what? He became the coach. Guess what? Every day the questions. Guess what? He didn't win a Super Bowl. Now's Mike McCarthy. As my friend Seth Greenberg said, probably 6 weeks after the NFL season, hey, Dan, Mike McCarthy hasn't coached a game in 6 weeks, yet he gets fired every damn day on ESPN. And he's right. He obviously is the guy with the most heat on him. It's every single day. Look, for some reason, the Cowboys sell. $7.6 billion is what the Cowboys franchise is worth. Jerry Jones, for whatever the reason, if you don't like him, great. If you like him, great, has put the Cowboys in a position where it is the most valuable franchise in American sport. It just came out. How has he done that? One of the ways he's done that is he has kept it in the public eye by, I suppose, putting pressure on his coach, putting pressure on his quarterback, being the GM, doing radio interviews weekly with the local radio station, where it seems like every single radio interview on a Monday or Tuesday or whenever the hell he does it leads to some type headline all across the country. It's glorious. It's magical. It's business. And when you are not the owner, or you are not the owner's children, or you are not a private partner in ownership, you are a worker. And as a worker for Jerry Jones, you are under constant pressure. It's not a bad business model. It's not a bad sports model. But it does lend itself to you now, Mike McCarthy, are the next. There's also another reason, let's be honest. Mike McCarthy doesn't look like what people want looking like anymore. Mike McCarthy's an old fat guy, old fat white guy. So he's easy. He's easy. Everyone that's ever played for McCarthy, everyone that's ever been around McCarthy will tell you he's the greatest dude ever. But that don't matter. And that factors into this too. It's far easier to criticize Mike McCarthy than Brian Flores. I mean, I don't know if you've paid any attention to the very, very slim reports during the Brian Flores era, but it was a complete train wreck in Miami. I mean, a total train wreck. Mike McCarthy won 12 games. Well, he should win 12. Why? Why should the Dallas Cowboys win more than anybody else? It used to be the Dallas Cowboys under Gil Brandt and Tex Schramm and Tom Landry were ahead of the game. They were the first in scouting. They were the first in computers. They were the first to use analytics. Everybody's the same now, and that's the way the NFL likes it. So why do we pay attention so much to the Dallas Cowboys? I don't know. But I think it has something to do with Jerry Jones being smarter than everybody when it comes to raising the profile of his team and his business. Yeah, they were America's team in the 70s. Are they still? I don't know. But they still put a ton of heat on the coach, baby.